Well. I'm back. I don't know. I don't know why I'm even doing this anymore. But hey, one day maybe I'll strike big. I completely run out of gamer subs. I wish I hadn't. I wish I hadn't. But I did. Which is sad. But well, package is on the way. Equivalent exchange once more. Sure, mate. Sure. Oh, what do we have here? Ah, Farzan's birthday. Sick. Claim. Claim. I'm I'm still not sold on this theme. Nolet. People are saying this place is France/UK. I don't see it. I don't see it. I just see France. Like this place doesn't remind me of UK at all. Like this this extravagant? Extravagant. That's the word I was looking for. Extravagant clothing and hairstyles. Those are very much France. Like before the revolution with King Louis. I forgot what year that revolution was. Oh, they put invisible wall here? Well, that's gay. That's not even a... God damn it.
The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
Bruno? Aren't we supposed to be able to get to those? But aren't those like... over here out of the map? We must be unlocking a bit more of the map. Because they showed these in the live stream for this update. So it must be in here, like... Oh. Will this open? Nope. I wanna look around. I do wonder if this is faster. I do constantly wonder if this is faster. Navia, let's go. There. A door.
Oh, please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters. Huh. This place does look pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves that Nervalet's files are really secure.
Hi, Lana.
Don't you recognize us?
I'm the big trouble around the back.
You! Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
Hey, Zadan. I agree with that.
Great discipline too. Yep, yep. I can tell. If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike some, we're busy. So please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
No. What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great magician Linny.
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys. It's all coming back to me now.
Hey,
I'm here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
she's straight up lying.
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
All right.
Source, trust me, bro.
Justice is just inside.
Source, trust me, bro. Wow, what security. How are you, Lana? Oh, knock, knock, knock.
Please come in.
Don't worry, girl. You do your thing. Bro, I love this dude already, like...
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalet. We only lied to get in because we didn't know any other way.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
Bro, he's like a... He's like if Ayato and Zhongli did a fusion dance.
A man called Vache. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
I'm good, Lana. Maybe a little sick, but I'm good.
Please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
Who knew that Nervalet would be so easy to talk to?
Yeah, that lock is working alright.
Fortunately,
Oh.
I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vache has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past several years. There are no records of him
Thanks,
either in
Lana.
the files or in my memory.
In your memory.
Traveler, what if it was really just a dream?
Nah, I don't think so.
Is that so? All right then. Thank you so much, Monsieur Nervalet. We'll take our leave now.
Ahem.
Why he egg-hemmed at me? Why he egg-hemmed at her?
I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Nervalet? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret?
Yeah, Monsieur Nululu.
You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words. You only said those things because you felt like you should.
Ooh, she got him. Bruh.
It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead. In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear. If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel? Why didn't you
Oh,
give me
bro.
the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all? Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything. There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
Bruh, the writers are really flexing on this right now.
I'm sorry.
Bye, Nana. Take care.
You and my father are truly alike.
Bro, and Navia's voice actress flexing on us too. What the hell?
It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything. Well, in any case, everyone already knows the apathy of the Chief Justice.
Jesus
My
Christ.
apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
That was someone with a small penis. Yeah, let's go. Well, that was some of a small penis out there. Anyway. That road isn't even fit for doing that. It's full of holes.
Navia, are you okay?
Oh,
I'm
it's
fine.
raining.
Rain. It's raining.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today. How strange.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
What is it? Did you think of something?
Was he outside when it happened?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene? That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value.
There was something to know at the time.
Wait, you don't mean...
The fact that people can be turned into water.
Saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water and then got washed away with the rain? Yeah. And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. You're completely right.
Got it, girl.
Did not connect the dots earlier. All right, let's go to Poisson.
Tall, blonde, and
With that in
gorgeous.
mind, we'll get to the bottom of my
I mean,
father's case for sure.
Nothing.
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
Do you want to go with me now, or do you want to head over by yourself later?
We should go while the idea is still
Great.
fresh.
Let's go then.
I love she has little like cogwheels on her dress. I don't know how else to name that. God, where the fuck are we? Oh. Okay. Oh. Well, hello. Poison. It's not in a bush. Yo, no way. Nah. Oh. Well. God damn it. I thought it would shoot me to the waterfall. Oh, there it is. God, I've been looking lower. Hey boy, you got something good? Yo, you got fish. Too bad I'm already full of those. Let me go get that thing. Yo, bro, that's actually like big, isn't it? Wonder what that used to be. Was it a ship or some other construction? Oh, come on. It looks like it was a ship that crashed on the shore. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. There is a shipwreck like that not far from here. But it's all rusty. I've never been brave enough to go on it. And I think that people that do go on it are fucking idiots. you can get in there, there should be a chest. But you can't, so there isn't one. But Navia really laid into Nuvululu. Uh, bruh, she just fucking wrecked him. Yeah,
Whoa! What a huge ship! Why would a ship be anchored at a place like this?
good question, Paimon.
There's no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters.
Oh,
My father was the one who asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps our taste in exterior design is the only thing we occasionally had in common. A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
I think I'm starting to get why you like it.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past. Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers. But now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself, she's been convinced.
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began, after all. It's our main base, our home.
Let's see. Oh my god, a bird. I'ma catch me a bird. Hello. Did it say violet angler girl? Yo. Yo, that's a big fish. What the fuck? Engineer. Sick. And again, sewer people. This reminds me of Deponia. I don't know if anyone but me played this game, but I love that game. But like this like metal setting and all of that reminds me of Deponia. Oh, we will have to dive there? Sick. Porter. Cats are by the fish, makes sense. God. I think I got it out. How do I get in there? I guess this way. There really should be railings on here. Like, no railings inside. People are gonna fall off. Oh, Melis. Where is Silva? That boy's great. Ayo. How many does that make? 19. One more.
Maloose, we're back.
My man, what's up?
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partners. You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
About that. It's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea? You still remember, right, Maloose? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's. Both were what you'd call impossible murders.
Could the Masterman be the same person?
Can you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah, of course. years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson. At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
Oh, drugs.
Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea. If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions. And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety while lacking energy to do anything.
Well, so drugs.
Extremely dangerous substance. As he oversaw Poisson,
Drugs.
my
We've been
father
through that.
was compelled to put a stop to synth use and called for a complete ban of it.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield. Not only that, the boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. Finally, he was able to convince someone to become his informant. The man's name was Jacques. He was
Jacques.
greatly ashamed about his work after seeing many families destroyed by synth abuse.
Good.
That night, my father
Fuck
hosted
drugs.
a banquet at his countryside estate. We planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food. But then, we heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. We raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
Oh.
How did that happen? Aren't they on the same side?
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all. Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of clothing left at the scene.
So someone have been dissolved.
It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now.
Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet. But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired.
Got into an argument with Jacques.
You're right. We still don't know what happened.
Okay.
My intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figuring it all out.
Cool.
I'm finally headed towards the truth.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with zero warning. I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth. On that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as you're and your father's butler, I must still offer a word of warning. Our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace, and we have been allowed to live out our lives. There is no need to follow your father's plan. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself.
You got a point.
I'm not the closest person to him. And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And Spina di Rosula is barely getting by. Nothing has changed. Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly? I've never accepted that, ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now.
Yeah, this is no point to turn back now, is it?
For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
Mafia.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, Demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on.
So you do know something else, Maloose.
Who?
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial.
Oh my god, dude, and you held that back for 3 years?
Drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, Demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
Oh no.
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness. The doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left to live.
Oh, so he would probably just drive them.
Disappearances case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you. Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side. And even told some members of Spina de Rosula about the details.
Okay.
But as long as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Bruh. No.
Nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
Until now.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful was still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
Bro, fucking moron.
So he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
Idiot.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, Demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword. If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved,
Wait, I think we can find that spirit. We know who Tao. We technically could get in touch. We could get in touch.
I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight?
He could have.
He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him.
Well, they figured out how to put cry, like tears.
And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now? Yeah. I suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person.
Oh.
In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. Huh. Maloose, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
It's the location where Synth is produced. Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters.
Oh, we're going to a drag then.
Warning the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in?
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades.
Yeah, I'm gonna go kick their ass.
Telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside.
Dude, been there, done that.
May be able to capture. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war. The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed. not also open ourselves up to full retaliation?
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities?
Yeah, that.
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Liddy's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
Fair enough.
That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you put a lot of thought into this, Maloose.
I am the butler, after all. I live but to serve the boss and Demoiselle's will. I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake. But considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting for the right time to come.
Thank you for all of that, Maloose. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
Let me think. One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula, or at least have an informant planted here. When I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendors.
Smart.
If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, then someone must have given them the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people. The first is Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor.
Okay. He does look shady.
Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well.
Okay.
As to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always
Say
knew
boss
all
again.
the plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Confrérie of
Uncle
Cabri.
Marcel.
Uncle Marcel. What is a confrérie?
It's a guild at Poisson. The boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence. In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the richest guilds around with a lot of business connections in the city.
Okay.
They're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support.
Okay.
It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities we have to report to the local authorities. Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
I see. These are all people who I communicate with quite regularly. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along, among those I trust the most. It's almost too hard to believe.
I would be kind of mad at Malice too.
Investigate them, please. Take every precaution to not alert the quarry. Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely cautious.
Of course.
I just jumped. I already jumped forward of the ship. Started yelling.
Great information.
Hey yo!
Too kind, my lady.
Which of you traitors fucks?
And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death. After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today.
Oh.
If it might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make the necessary arrangements.
Please do.
Thank you so much, Maloose. You really are the best.
No, he's not. He was lying for 3
My
years.
dear partner,
Let's go.
I hope we can work together to uncover the truth and end this case once and for all.
Oh. We are just playing Ace Attorney. Oh my god, we are just playing Ace Attorney. What the hell? So, It wasn't a one-off thing? Okay, that's kinda hype. That's kinda hype. Oh.
It is settled then. Please excuse me and enjoy your conversation at your leisure.
Thank you for arranging everything for us, Malus. Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
Oh my god, the girl looks so mad. I mean, they think her dad killed her dad.
Quiet. This isn't like her at all.
Let's not bother her for now.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you.
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora in support. I understood your guilt and apology to be genuine.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques?
Jacques.
I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
You don't understand at all.
I didn't know how to face you, because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift. I know only the full truth could bring closure to you, and to all of us.
Adele's so done with her.
I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that guilt. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
Would you mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jacques.
I like the idea that they just have
I knew
guns.
that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again. He had many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Nora was everything.
Okay.
So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately.
Good guy. Had a conscience.
He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us.
Wait, does that
I
mean?
don't know that for sure, but you could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to. Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callis had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible for me to hate him for what he had done.
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing?
Because he worked for the bad guy.
Always wanted to be a good man, so why did he have to do a bad thing in the end?
Well, things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like your papa was a good man, right?
Yeah, Papa was a really good man. The best in the whole world.
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his reasons. Regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword.
Oh my god.
He must have done so to give you a better life.
Girl, you were just told that. Literally, you haven't synced in the lesson yet.
Told me. I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something I'm willing to just sit back and accept.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this from you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar.
You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that to me.
Okay. Oh, Aculus.
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next. Laurent should be nearby, and we should be able to find
Hmm.
Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city. I'll get myself together on the way, so please don't worry.
Dude. I feel like a little bit of exploration is in order. Okay, nothing. Oh, the sound is from the map, okay. There's like this ping noise when something new appears on the map. I forgot it existed. I forgot that sound existed, so... Sorry. Yes, yes, I know. Hello. Hello, friend.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House. Someone got turned into water right in front of us.
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth. And it'll be all the talk for the next several weeks.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside, and we found some clothes left at the scene. After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try to reopen his case. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
Let me think. Mr. Callis was feeling pretty upbeat that day. So he was drinking and bantering away with us at the table. After that, he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air. So we let him go without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out right after? My first reaction was that Mr. Callis's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene.
Your holster?
When I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callis was standing over a dead body with a gun in his hands. All we could do was look back and forth at each other, not knowing what to say.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Indeed. The guard said that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation. Reason being, Mr. Callis had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene. But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person. About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned, do you think there was a third person there who was turned into water?
It's possibility.
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring an extra gun with him. The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques, or a third person on the scene.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callis ended up with the gun because he seized it from one of the other guys? But hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us? He didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel. Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
About that, Malus told me a thing or two. So, I think I can understand why he committed to the duel. I'll tell you everything, once the whole truth has been revealed.
I understand. Then, I'll leave Mr. Callis's honor in your hands, boss. And if I may just say one more thing. The whole Callis the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented. Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callus, even after so many years have passed. But it was Mr. Callus's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today.
In
No
sewers.
matter what others might say, he'll always be the man I respect the most. And he'll always be my boss.
Don't worry. I will definitely
Okay,
find the truth.
D'Artagnan.
You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
Florence. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Pressing V doesn't open the map in this game. Ah. Fury.
Hey, Thierry, it's me.
Thierry.
Oh, now, what brings you here, Miss Navia? I've heard that you made quite the name for yourself at the Opera House.
Oh, so you've got news of that already.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also a member of the Guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
Sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
I mean, where I work is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson. Callus did a fantastic job running the town, building Spina di Rosula from the ground up and clearing many obstructions in my way. It would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Are these two friends of yours? You, here for some formal business?
Ah, yes. These two are my partners. What happened at the Opera House made us realize that Linny's case and my father's may be related. We're trying to reinvestigate the details of my father's old case.
Ah, I get it. You think there might be more to the case now that we know people can be dissolved into water, right? I was also flabbergasted when I first heard of it. If you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you look for them.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually, I have another question. Do you have the authority to dispatch Gardamex?
Of course. Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own. Why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
No, but still, girl.
You see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city. So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something
Girl.
against me, all you would need to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send them after me.
Bruh.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them.
Okay.
If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage. If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. The same goes for me and my Gardamex. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. There are a lot of complex steps to it, and it's almost impossible to keep it a secret. So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units. They're certainly not cheap. So whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both. Now that you mention it, though, being in the synth business would definitely be profitable enough to afford this.
Okay, dude's definitely fucking shady. We didn't even mention synth, and dude's jumping onto it. My man, I think you're into it.
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Navia. Jokes aside, I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation. I'll be staying in the city for a little while, so just come find me if you need any support from the guards.
Nah, bruh, shady. Brubby shady. Brubby fucking shady. Why did I charge up the energy when doing that? Yeah, I definitely did. What the fuck? I definitely charged up energy while jumping into water. There isn't any other post nearby for me to check that. Hello.
Hello. How may I help you? I'm here to see Marcel. Could you please let him know? You can just say Navia's looking for him. Sure. I will let him know right away.
Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used to be, so my legs are giving out a bit.
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. There's no need to stress. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the Opera House. I'm sure you saw everything too, right?
Yes, I've never seen anything so strange.
Were he there?
Oh, you were at the Opera House too?
That's right. I went there with Navia to see the magic show. Who knew it would turn into a whole murder mystery? I also witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. Quite impressive. To beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf, I can already imagine everyone in Fontaine discussing your exploits over a few glasses of wine.
Nothing new.
Everyone doesn't want to become the talk of drunkards.
Too late.
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is as a nation. Everyone loves drama and theatrics.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans can dissolve in water?
Yes, I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what you're investigating now?
Exactly. I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act.
Oh, and what makes you say that?
We were attacked on Araneus by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea. If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you right now.
Oh, you're giving us too much credit. Wasn't it you who protected us?
Alas, it seems things are heating up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past. But rest assured, Navia, Poisson will always remain safe haven.
Poisson.
If you're scared, you can always return there. If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabriere will use its funds to the last Mora to bring them to justice.
Thank you, Uncle Marcel. But I don't intend to go into hiding. I'm going to strike while the iron's hot. Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case?
About that. Sorry, my age is catching up with me, so it'll take me a while to recall my memory. The Confrérie was responsible for that banquet, so I was out and about the whole time making sure things were running smoothly. I didn't even have the time to drink with the guests. Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
It's okay. No need to push yourself.
Gunshot.
We'll ask around some more. See if there are any valuable clues elsewhere.
Sounds good.
Man heard
Just
one
let me know if
gunshot.
you need more. All my wealth comes from Callus's patronage and support. I'll spend however much it takes to clear his name.
I was listening to them, so I didn't have much to say, but god damn it. What did they give Robert hips? Why did you give her hips? And those thunder thighs, what the fuck, dude? Why does this robot have thunder thighs? And like, she, no feet. This boy stands on two. And like, look at these pecs. Look at that chest, it's huge. And them shoulders. It's only missing a defined chin, which he probably has. But damn, these hands be big. Wait. Yeah, okay. But the way his thumbs are built, they're not opposable. Does she have the same thing on her hands? Yeah, but she has tiny ones. Can you stop? I would not look for it in living beings, but okay. Oh. Bruh. These fucking dogs with a camera on front. This stuff doesn't even have eyes. And this looks straight up from what you call it, from Zelda. Oh. Gun arm. Sick. You know what? I'm not mad. I like this design. Why did they push Mago Kenki all the way here? What the fuck? I love these guys are in the same category. And there's this boy. Bro, that just looks like a plant. I know it's a dragon, but it's just a plant. Are these police dogs? Yeah, and her butt's clearly visible. Why is it not? Why are the butts censored when you swim?
Purely based on their conversations with me.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
Nah, bruh, the two of them did.
I suppose that's to be expected, though. If a single conversation's all that's needed to find them out, then my father wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many years. Anyway,
Fair.
even though we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what we were able to find.
But where should we start?
Jacques' motive.
You're right. Flora mentioned that Callus probably only ended up with a gun because of circumstance. That makes sense.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered, and that he had no choice before he left home that day. If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father. Had he refused, he and his family's lives would have been forfeit.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
If I was Jacques, I wouldn't have fired a shot at all.
Oh? And why is that?
Could he guarantee his safety after killing Callus?
Oh, that's a good point. Jacques probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder. And once he had completed his mission, he'd be of no more use to his boss.
So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the order and seek protection from my father. Makes sense. But without evidence, that's still just a theory.
A game theory. Thanks for watching.
The attack from the Gardamex has been bothering me quite a bit as well. It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd follow this lead to the end?
Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible. But who among the three suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex?
Marcel.
Uncle Marcel? My father did really trust him. And they worked together on a large number of projects. Maybe that's how he got to know Jacques. And with funds from the Confrérie, he could also afford a large number of Gardamex. Still really hard for me to imagine, though. After all, Uncle Marcel has been around since I was just a child. Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of mora and energy to fight his own synth business?
Theory?
Thierry, you say?
Thierry?
Huh. It is possible that he's figured out a way to convert the Gardamex for personal use. But I didn't feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about the mecha.
I did.
I also don't think he'd be able to keep that kind of tampering under wraps.
Yeah. Had he actually tampered with the mecha, we'd be able to prove it with a simple check of the guard's inventory. If the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out when and how that happened.
We're just gonna go over all.
It is true that he was closest to my father.
Why are you so shocked every time? We were investigating those three.
But as Spina di Rosula's advisor, his work mostly deals with personnel and security. So he shouldn't have much means when it comes to finances.
So you're saying he's too broke to afford a mecha army?
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would be able to dispatch a whole group so quickly. Who could it be?
I think. Me thinky. I don't like these two. I am putting my trust on Florent. I'm putting my trust on Florent, genuinely. But these two are fucking shady. Monster is the leader of the Confrérie and was the organizer of the banquet years prior. The Confrérie and the Spina de la Lusa have always maintained a close working relationship. And thus, his relation to the event of the case is quite foggy. He's willing to defend Navia. Fear is the person responsible for official contact between Spina de la Lusa and the gods. According to him, only the sufficiently rich can privately own a large number of Gardamex. Fuck. These two be shady as fuck though. Like this man was just like, oh, there was just one gun shop. And he immediately was like, oh, you know, I am where I want to be. Fuck him.
You know, if you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all.
Could we be missing other suspects? Malus didn't know about the people turning into water thing when he narrowed it down to these three, did he?
Malus has always been very reliable, and his judgment of others' trustworthiness has been fair and well considered. When he laid out his case for the three, the rationale he gave me made a lot of sense as well. The suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs.
Turns out it's Malus.
To dispatch Mecha to assassinate us, and possesses significant intellect and foresight. Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel.
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
The synth production base.
Malus did say that charging straight in there would be extremely risky. But we don't have any other options right now.
Hell yeah.
We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go charging in on our enemy.
Oh.
Navia, here you are. Oh,
I've been looking for you.
Huh? Aren't you the guy from the guards? Did something happen?
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after you left. We've got another trial on our hands.
Oh.
Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trials? What's so newsworthy about this one?
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartaglia.
Child?
Is that someone you know?
Well, yeah. Kind of know the Fatui.
We know him. Maybe even a little too well.
Well, he's been accused of being the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. It's absurd, don't you think?
A little.
How? None of our investigations have had anything to do with him.
That's what I thought was strange about it, so I came to tell you the news right away. If the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned investigations.
Right. Because they'll think they've already found the culprit.
Yeah. And it'll be a lot harder than to clear Mr. Callus's name.
I understand. Well, partner, what do you think we should do? We still haven't found any conclusive evidence.
Let's split up.
Split up? What do you mean? Just as expected of my partner.
I'm gonna go kick some ass.
Trial about the serial disappearances case. The culprit's attention will be focused on Irenaeus, leaving his home base wide open. You're right. This is our best opportunity. All right then, let's do this. I'll stall them at the Opera House and charge Marcel as the true culprit. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time and
Bruh.
hand the decisive evidence to me.
If it's not Marcel, he'll feel so betrayed.
Just like you helped us in Lenny's trial.
I kinda hope it's Marcel.
Please allow us to accompany you.
I'm ready.
Ah, Malou, Silver. When did you two get here?
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured that you might require our assistance. It's our hope that your confidence will be bolstered. with the
I love Silver.
Thank you so much. Then, let's make haste for Irenaeus.
His eyebrows.
I'll see you at the Opera House.
See you then.
Okay, suspect analysis.
Now that Navia has set out for Irenaeus, we should also get going. The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over.
You know what? Nah.
Incoming.
Go!
Oh. There we go. That's 2. Yeah, we'll continue the whole... Where the fuck do I get the third one from?
I'll keep this close.
I will continue the whole thing with Child tomorrow. They arrested Child. Fucking moron. Why? Wait, let me...
keep this close.
I think that's it.
I'll keep this close.
Well, that worked. And I think it's a good moment to go fishing. Oh. I don't know what likes what, so we'll see. Hey, there we go.
Yeah, you nearly got him. Whoa,
There we
nice
go.
catch.
I swear, if there are more pages here, like in Tokyo Tales or whatever that was called, I'll be upset.
You got it. You got it. Whoa, nice catch.
We'll get to that 2000 caught fish.
Yeah, you nearly got him. Wow, Paimon's stomach
There we
is
go.
rumbling already.
These robo fish are great. I love them.
Victory is almost ours. Whew, that was a tough fight.
That's a bass? That's a bass.
You got it. You got it. Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already.
Paimon, these fish are not for eating. These fish are for exchange for goods. These are trade fish.
So close, so close. Stay cool. Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already.
And she's watching me just annihilate this pond.
Whoa, nice catch.
Mecha fish. Can I turn the mecha fish into into fish me?
So close, so close. Stay cool. Stay strong. Whew, that was a tough
There we go.
fight.
Incredible. How did you hook a fish that quickly? That line breaker. Wait. Defeated a line breaker? Paimon doesn't really get what you're saying. The experts at the Fishing Association say that fishing is like dueling. Fishers use their rods, lines, and bait as weapons, and they wrestle against the might of the fish that swim beneath the waves. Those great lunkers are called line breakers, hence line breaking for short. Calling it that sounds really strange. It's just fishing, right? There is something special to it too. Unless we're talking about like the super massive fish, the ones that can't possibly be landed. No, sorry for making you feel so confused. It might be a problem with the way I explained it. Yes, the problem lies with me. Even though I am the director of the Fontain Fish Association, I've never managed to catch even a single fish. Girl. How dead is the Fishing Association in Fontaine? So when I watched you hook one without any difficulty at all, I was especially shocked. Director, that sounds like a pretty important position, but But you said you never caught a fish before. Then how did you manage to become director? Oh, that's nothing to do with fishing itself. It's just that everyone holds the equipment I provide in high regard. I used to be an ordinary clerk at a Fontain Research Institute. I was in charge of purchasing equipment and negotiating prices with vendors. But most of the time I was just waiting for a response from them. All I could do was wander around the street in search of something to do while waiting for them to get back to me. I felt like I was wasting my time and I just couldn't take it anymore. Wasting your life? And you couldn't take it. You don't have to do anything and people will still think you're hard at work. Why would you be upset about that? Paimon doesn't get it. Thankfully, I met my new friends at the Fishing Association, and they introduced me to to the fun of fishing. After getting hooked on this hobby, my life took a whole new direction. To repay them, I provide them with lots of equipment sitting around unused by the institute. Using the kits I gave them, the members of the association started getting quite a few more bites on their hooks. They credited me for all their newfound success, since I was familiar with the process of interacting with vendors and had an excess of free time. Everyone elected me as a director. But even though I'm now partially in charge of the fishing association, I've still never caught any fish. Not even a fry as big as my finger. I can't help but feel like I'm not doing my job. Maybe you were just super unlucky. Maybe the fish are like you, wandering off to swim instead of doing their job and sticking around near the hook. But we caught some fish just now, which means the fishes are back at their post and doing their job. Why don't you give it another shot right now? That sounds like a good idea. I'll give it another shot. Paimon thinks De La Roche is pretty honest. She even told us stuff like how she's skipping out on work and fishing on a job without any hesitation. But now that Paimon thinks about it, is it really possible for someone to fish for months and never get a bite? Just what's going on here? If De La Roche doesn't manage to catch a fish and lose her confidence, or people start doubting her and she gets replaced as the director of the Fish Association, maybe the new person would be nearly as easy to get along with. Mouse, thank you. So you agree with Paimon? Then we should help her and make sure she catches at least one fish and doesn't give up on this job. Nothing looks wrong with De La Roche fishing pose, and she doesn't, and she's really focused on not fidgeting at all. Maybe the problem's underwater? Something about her bait? Let's check out the hook and bait she's using. Oh my god. It doesn't have any bait on it at all. Even a layman knows that fishing requires bait. How can you catch a fish with an empty hook? Oh, uh, something that lives here. Fuck. Oh my god, that was so cute. Ah, I thought you two left. Thankfully, didn't miss out on this momentous moment. I have incredibly wonderful news for you. Just now, I finally got a huge fish. This fish physique and weight are beyond compare. My friends at SSH will be agog when they see it. And it's all thanks to your advice. As of today, I have finally ceased to be fishless. I must sincerely express my deepest gratitude to both of you. Congratulations. We just want to ask, why don't you usually use bait? Paimon means, what is your favorite kind of bait to use? About that, I'm not proficient with bait types, really. I only heard an older angler say the more the bait diffuses, the more fish it can attract. So I supplement the most popular bait formulas with a substance that dissolves more easily in the water. Hold on, does that mean that overly soft bait will lose out in battle? Is that why I never managed to catch a fish before? It just completely dissolved. Oh, so it's not that she didn't use bait, but the bait she used completely disintegrated. If it's just turned into soup in the water, then why would the fish ever bite the hook? You two have granted me Essential epiphany. Please accept my sincerest thanks. Of course, this meager reward is enough. Once I become a master angler renowned throughout Fontaine, you will be known as my distinguished mentor. Such titles will be priceless. Next, I'm going to alter the composition of my bait. I'll make it sturdier, and then I'll beat the strongest of line breakers with but a few tugs. That's not exactly how it's supposed to work, but at least De La Roche knows not to use bait that easily dissolves. Things turn out okay, right? Paimon hopes everything will go smoothly as De La Roche imagines. Oh my god, that was adorable. Let me do one last thing. Fuck, I want it to be one last thing, but it's not gonna be that, is it? Oh, from one TP to the next, okay. But it's so pretty. I love this. I'm loving it. I love it more. Oh, do I like have to cut all three at once? I did. I did have to do that. So much money. Oh. Hey yo. Aw. I love doing that. I do that in real life too. It's just fun. It's just fun. Oh, gotcha. How is standing on Primos and Wish? Like, what's my pity? Mm, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 32. My pity's 32. I could go for a Wish 10 to finish off the stream. Heyo, Lynette 1. Lynette C1. Sick. Okay. I think that's a good enough place to stop. See you tomorrow. Bye.